Give Me 3 Steps is an iconic song, and if you learn this song, it really will help you kind of build that fretboard and be able to move around with ease. So let's dive into it. Alright, so right off the bat, I want to tell you that I'm not as concerned that you learn to play this note for note exactly the way the tab is written, more than I'm interested in teaching you what we're doing. Because if you understand what they're doing in this song, then you can kind of tweak it and make it your own. You can either play it exactly by the tab, or you can have the freedom to kind of make it your own. So we're in the key of D, and I want to play in my major pentatonic shape. And if you've been following this channel for any time, you know I'm a huge fan of being able to take chords and shapes and just move them around. So that's what we're going to do here. I'm going to take this A shape, so just laying my finger flat, and I'm going to slide it up here to the 7th fret. This makes a D chord. And from here I can play inside my typical major pentatonic box. So that's really all they're doing, is they're taking this idea and they're kind of moving it around depending on where the chord of the song goes. So I'm going to start right here on my 10th fret of my B string, 9th fret of my G string, and I'm going to do this kind of typical pedal steel lick that you get in country. Is I'm going to bend this 9th fret up while I'm holding this 10th fret. So that takes a little bit of practice to kind of bend it into tune. And you're going to probably want to use 2 fingers to kind of get some extra strength there to bend that up. But that's how they're getting that sound. Release it, so bend it up, release it, and then just playing this D chord by laying our finger flat there on the 7th fret, 9th fret on the D string, and then back to that D chord. So a lot of times they'll play that 9th fret, or they might play 7, 9, but we're still kind of just in this major pentatonic box. So I'm going to just call that kind of the intro lick. When I say we're going to go back to the original lick, that's the one we're going to go back to, is this bend, hitting the D, the 9th on the D string, and then back to the D chord. So we do that twice. And then we're going to go to the chord of A in the song. And when we go to A, we're going to take that same idea that we were just playing, but we're going to move it down to the A shape around this major pentatonic. So we're going to once again bend up and then hit our A chord. So bending on, holding the 5th fret and bending this 4th fret up here to the 6th fret. And then hitting our A chord, go back to the original lick. Now the chord of the song goes from E to A. So they just do a neat little walk to get from E to A. So remember, the chords of the song go from E to A. So we're going to go open on the E string, 3, 4, 2, 4 on the A string, 2 on the D string. So we're just walking this up, this major pentatonic pattern again. 3rd fret on the A string, and then open A, and then they strum the A chord. So back to the original lick, and then they do kind of something a little neat. They bend this and then hit this 10th fret on the E string. That gives them their high D note. And then what we're going to do is walk from G to A. So in the song, the chords go from G to E. From G to E, so we're just going to hit our G note here, our 5th fret on the D string. And I'm just walking chromatically down, so 5, 4, 3, 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2, just walking that down to get to our E note, our E chord, and then back to the original lick. A chord, back to D. 7, 9 on the D string, and then this D chord. So that's pretty much the gist of what they're doing for the first couple of solos. A chord, back to the original lick, E to A, back to the original lick, bend this up and hit that 10th fret on the E string, G to E, and then back to the original lick. A, back to D. Now, they do kind of a neat variation, but they're still kind of playing in this major pentatonic shape. I believe it's in the second solo. What he's going to do is he's going to still kind of keep his finger flat. He's going to reach up here on the 10th fret, move that down to the 9th fret, and then back to the 7th fret. So, and that gets that neat little lick that he does there in the middle of the song. And you can do this a couple of different ways. I tend to just, just lay my fingers flat, but I have seen a lot of people hit that 10th fret and slide it down to the 9 and then hit the 7. I find it difficult to kind of slide that cleanly, so I tend to hit them all individually, but it really doesn't matter which technique you use. I'm going to leave that up to you. Back to the A, and then when it goes E to A, we do our normal walk. Back to this lick. And then what he's going to do is get this G note, and instead of walking it down, he's going to kind of walk it up. So I went 5th fret, I slid up to my 9th fret, there on the D string. I'm going to go 7th fret on the B string, and then 9th fret on the G string. So, and then back to this, kind of laying your finger flat lick. And then we're just going to move this one string over, so we're going to be on the D and the A and the D string, and then back to that lick. So as you can see, all we're really doing is kind of playing around inside this major pentatonic shape, maybe kind of adding some of those minors occasionally, and just following the chords of the song around. As it moves, we kind of move that shape or these ideas around. So I really do hope you play around with this song. It is really fun to play. And like I said, I wouldn't worry as much about playing it, say, note for note from the tab, more than I would learn the concepts and the ideas that they're doing in this song and kind of tweak them and make them your own. That way you can have fun kind of freely moving around while still keeping the general structure of the song. So I really do hope this helps, and if there's anything else you need, just reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you.